Hello and welcome to Math Lessons with Linda. Today's topic is writing an equation of a linear word problem, and this involves setting up variables and then writing your own equation using that variable. So let's get started. A sundae costs $4.25 for the ice cream and banana, with toppings 65 cents each. How many toppings could you add if you have $8.15 total to spend? So the first thing is to identify what it is you're solving for. And they ask you right here, how many toppings? So I don't know that number. That's what my variable will represent. So I'm going to use X, and X will represent the number of toppings that I add to my sundae. So there is a couple of numbers that we are interested in. The $4.25 at the beginning is the flat cost just to get a basic sundae. And then the 65 cents is the cost of every topping. So everybody has to pay the $4.25, but depending on how many toppings you choose, the 65 cents, maybe you only spend one 65-cent amount, or you spend 3 if you get 3 toppings. So this is the number where we can control how many toppings we want. That's our independent variable, which is our X. So when I set up my equation, I know that X is the number of toppings, and then Y, which is after I pay for my sundae, pay for my toppings, that's the total cost of the sundae. And assuming that we want to spend all of our money, that number is the $8.15. So when I set up my problem, this is my thinking. I have the cost of the sundae, which is equal to just the ice cream itself plus the toppings. So how do I turn this written statement into an equation? I'm going to start substituting in some of my values. So I have the $8.15 for the total cost. The ice cream and the banana, which everybody has to pay that amount, is $4.25. Now, when I get to the toppings, I know there's 65 cents, but again, everybody chooses a different amount. That's our X value. So if I got 1 topping, I would just multiply it by 1, 0.65 times 1. If I got 3 toppings, it would be 0.65 times 3. But we want to know what this number is, X, if we're spending all of our money. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract away the $4.25. And what that allows me to see is this number 3.90. So what this means is that's how much money I have left to spend on toppings. So to solve my equation, I'm going to divide both sides by this 0.65. So it cancels out here. And I get X is equal to, if you divide this out, 6. So what we've discovered is that for this problem, if I purchase 6 toppings, I have spent all $8.15 of my money. And that is one example of how you can write an equation from a linear word problem.